Welcome back, and today I will be teaching you how to draw Batman, specifically from Injustice: Gods Among Us. I love the video game, and I like the comics even better. This is specifically the comic version. I will be looking at an image I drew earlier, so yeah, don't feel free to follow along, and yeah, I'm just going to be using a normal HB pencil, a normal eraser, and just some normal printer paper. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, and I am going to start now. So first things first, you want to, wait, I'll move my hand in a second. You want to draw a circle right about this length from the top of your page. Then you want to draw a line inside the circle, and you kind of want to go about just here. In the comics, they have like these really strong cheekbones, so I really want to try to capture that. So I'm just gonna quickly kind of just draw this really strong cheekbone, and then an even stronger jawline. So like really just flat. And you could add a little bit of curve at the sides if you want. I'm gonna add a bit of curve. Now the ears. This is a part that really stands out for Batman himself. So just about, I have these marks on my pencil which are like ripped off stickers. So I'm just gonna use that as measurement. Right about here. And we're gonna just make this sort of like slanted because there's a bit of armor on the face, and then we're gonna also do the same thing here. And also, this is just the default Batman in the game, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, don't erase that just yet. Actually, that was a mistake. Now we're just gonna draw his neck, which he has a very defined neck. I mean, in Injustice, I guess he still has it, but Batman, the character himself, he has a very strong, defined neck. And I know most of you, all of you probably know who Batman is, and I know this is so dumb, and I know that all of you probably know who Batman is, but just to explain, Bruce Wayne, millionaire, parents murdered at the age of 8, and then he got up, said, hey, let's go fight crime, no killing, and he turned into this. Imagine that. You say you're gonna be a superhero, and then you spend your whole life in pajamas running around the streets and punching people in their faces. Anyways, so we want to kind of taper off because he has this really strong kind of body proportions that are really jagged and endy. So make sure that your lines are very like rough and nothing too smooth, because that would make him look like Adam West, if you know what I mean. You know, those old that's so long ago I can't even say it now. All the way back then, the first Batman thingy. Yeah, Adam West. Don't make him look like that. He has lots of armor on, so big, bulky proportions. His belt kind of goes like this, and then kind of like this. So I'm just gonna put this back there. I'll give you like a minute to draw that. Okay, so I'm assuming it'd be done by now. So I'm just gonna take this side of the cape and make it into a bowl shape, or like a half semi-oval. I'm gonna call it that, semi-oval. And same here. We want to try to make this as symmetrical as possible because he's in a symmetrical pose. So I'll quickly let you do that. And now we're gonna just bring this down, and we're gonna make the bicep. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna make the bicep. Then the forearm. Sorry, my memory's jogged up. My memory's all weird. I don't think if forearm's a real term, but it might be. I don't remember. But it's probably is. I feel like it's a real word. Yeah, it probably is. Like this part. After your elbow, after your bicep. Yeah, forearm. Yeah, forearm right here. Draw your forearm. It is a word. Draw your forearm. And then the wrist. It's kind of just like these two areas. I don't know why I'm explaining this to you. But then we're gonna draw this. Then we're gonna draw this. Kind of just curved on the edges. There you go. That's for you to see. Once you're done with that, I think we're just gonna quickly put this line here. Gonna continue this. Gonna just draw this. And then we're just gonna draw the forearm on the other side of the arm right here. Just to draw the forearm. Nah, this should be way longer because on the other one it's longer. And yeah, just about till there. And then same thing, just wait. Is that it? No, this is definitely it. Yeah, so perfect. And always remember, your drawing, it will look different than my drawing, and that is perfectly okay. I mean, that's a good thing. We all have our own art styles. I just want to teach you how to make characters in my art style. But you have your own, and so yeah. That will be our rough sketch. I'm just gonna quickly erase this. Tip, use the side of your eraser so it's quicker and less time consuming. And you probably aren't gonna be able to see this on camera, but you can just barely see the sketch. And then I'm gonna darken this a little bit because I want you guys to be able to see it. Even I can barely see it, so I'm just gonna darken this a bit so you guys can see it. And then the other arm. There you go. Now I'm just gonna quickly fix the shape of this head by just kind of making it a little bit more strong cheekbones, like I said earlier. So strong cheekbones, just like that. Now be able to see this and draw it. Okay. Next we're gonna draw kind of the place where the eyes are. Now this part's definitely more important. It's very important to the Injustice suit. It's kind of like he's wearing this cowl protection thingy above his actual cowl. So we're just gonna make that kind of shape. Looking at my other drawing I drew earlier, that looks just about right. Because like I said earlier, I'm using that for the detail. And now and don't worry, I know this is looking really weird right now, but once we shade everything in with the shadows and stuff, this will look so much better. I'm gonna tell you that. so now we're gonna draw the eye holes, and they're really like kind of like big. They're really big. So yeah, let me tell you a bit about the game. It's kind of like Mortal Kombat. Personally, I like Injustice 2 more. It just has a overall better story, in my opinion. And also, it's free on mobile devices, and it's one of the only games I know that have cutscenes and a proper story on mobile. Full story, full game. Just the other one on the console version, the paid version, it has better graphics. So now we're just gonna draw the nose, and personally, I think filling out a bit of the nose is your best bet here, because I think it just looks a bit better. And don't worry, the eyes are looking weird right now as well. That'll all change. And what I'm trying to do is kind of make the mouth look like a bat. That's not something they do in the game, but I think most Batman, like, they don't have this detail, but they should have this detail. It's like, what's cooler? Like, what's more batty? You have the bat symbol, you have the bat ears. Come on, have a bat mouth. I mean, come on. Anyways, just gonna quickly draw the eyes in. So the eyes are really simple. Just two fat white, okay, they're not fat white blobs. Just two, like, a diamond turned on its side. Yeah, that's the best way to explain it. And I'm just gonna leave it blank. And then we're just gonna draw some eye bags. And now we are going to draw some details on the mask. So, like, from the top of the ear to here, there's kind of a fold, and then between the eyes, there's one more. It's not a fold. It's like this. With the armor, it goes 3D, and it makes this kind of shape, or this. So the armor goes 3D. Basically, it goes inward or outward. Makes like a mountain shape, lightly. So yeah, back to Injustice. It's this really fun Mortal Kombat game. I think I said that already. Yeah, I said that already. It's by the same creators of Mortal Kombat, so I understand. It's a game where the free version, you fight other heroes. I have not played the paid version yet, so I don't know the story. But what I do know is that in Injustice 2, Superman goes evil, and Batman fights Superman. And basically, you have to win. And also Damian, aka Robin, aka Batman's son, he goes evil. So we've made this, and now right up here, it's gonna make a little one like that. And that concludes the mask part of the drawing. Now I think I'm gonna fix this a little bit by giving him a little bit more like intense features. The other one that I made looked a lot better, so I think maybe I should give him pupils. No, that's a weird looking pupil. Let me try again. Because in the Injustice, Batman does have pupils, and it's kind of like, I guess it is a feature I have to include. Just, I'm not gonna give him an iris because my pencil isn't sharp enough for that. So, yeah, that really helps. Oh, and I see the problem. Again, you have to make this part really outward and then inward. Outward and then inward. And that's the best I can really do at making Batman's helmet. I'm sorry. I thought it would look a lot better. And no, you know what? I'm gonna make this look a lot better. I'm not just gonna say sorry and end it. Like I did with the Minecraft video. So yeah, we're gonna make that. And I think the problem is the shape of the mouth. Yeah, it's definitely the shape of the mouth. I don't think the bat thing turned out the greatest. The bat mouth. Although we could still have a rough definition of the bat mouth. And yeah, I think that looks so much more like Batman. Now, yeah, definitely. Let me just quickly define this again. Okay, now let's get on with the other details, such as the neck. So for the neck, we're just gonna bring this down here, and we're gonna start off, actually, I think the neck will do last. First, let's start off with the bat symbol, which is really unique. So we're gonna start off with a little U right there. And then we're gonna bring this U, and we're gonna bring it right here. We're gonna bring it back down, and then we're gonna do this kind of shape. And then we're gonna do like this point. And it already looks like a bat. But don't worry, the bat symbol does not look like this. The bat symbol is actually inside of here. It goes kind of like this, and then goes like this, and then we're gonna go like this, and then this goes really down here, over here, over here, and I know I'm just saying over here and over here. I'm not giving you any time to actually make it, but okay, that's really slanted this way. I'm gonna fix this side up, because that's really slanted that way. It's still slanted, but I think that's okay. And then he has this, so we're just gonna trace the inside, because in the books, he has this trace. In the books, it's way thinner, but I cannot draw thin lines without making them look weird. So try to make, like, it doesn't have to be perfect. You see with mine, it is definitely not perfect. I'm just gonna look at my reference. Okay, now I know what we have to do next. Right here, you're gonna put 2 lines. And then right here on the sides, you're also gonna put 2. Just touching the bat symbol. Just there, right there, touching the bat symbol. Next, we're gonna put his, I don't know what it's called, but it's like with really muscular people, they have their chest, and then there's like another shape right below the chest that kind of looks like a thin chest. That sounds weird when I'm saying it, but trust me, Google an image of like a really buff guy, and you'll see what I mean. So we're just gonna quickly make that shape. It's kind of like this, and then it goes really up onto there, almost like a V to point. Well, let me check if this is still recording. Yeah, it's still recording. And right here, I'm gonna just, from that mark that we made earlier, I'm gonna make another mark. So remember this shape? I'm gonna make another that shape, because every time on his six-pack as well, he has those. And boy, oh boy, he has a six-pack. But we'll get to the six-pack at the end. Right now, I'm going to focus on the belt. And he has a really cool belt. I love it. So, there. And then, gonna kinda make that shape. Now, it might be really hard to see on camera as it is really hard to see on live. But let me just move that close to you so you can just see that bat shape. Okay. Now we're just gonna continue by adding the actual belt shape. So the belt, it curves up like quite a lot, and then it curves down quite a bit actually. And then we have the canisters. I'm not even gonna ask what these canisters are filled with. Maybe web fluid, but then again, that's Spider-Man's thing. Anyways, we have to add these kind of like seams on the belt. I think we should add that before. Oh yeah, perfect. And then on this side, we have those as well. And over here, we can actually see the shape. It's kind of just like blocking just this big, weird looking glop thing, I'm guessing. Okay, now we're gonna start here, and I think actually I'm gonna make this waist, I mean his torso taper a little bit more, because you'll see in cartoons, the more the torso tapers, the more muscular the person is, the more muscular the person is. So then we're gonna just draw the kind of the top side of the underwear, and it's actually really detailed. That sounds so weird. Like, go up to somebody and say your underwear is really detailed, and they're just gonna be like, what? But basically, want to draw another seam under that line, and then we're gonna draw that, and then this shape. Okay? And now we're just gonna okay. Sorry about the noise. Real sorry about the noise. Anyways, continuing, I will add another thing right here. And again, I'm sorry about the noise. Sorry. Anyways, we are going to put a... Well, it's kind of hard to see on my drawing, but it kind of goes like this, and then it goes like this, and then over here, they're kind of like these lines, and then those lines kind of invade over here and over here. And I'm sorry if this is a bit confusing. Trust me, if you draw this suit more, it all comes together. And now this is a really important part. Don't forget to add kind of these hexagonal shapes. Okay, they're not hexagonal. Yeah, they are basically thin hexagons. Right on these shapes here. And then we're gonna move on to the arms, which are again covered by the drapes. And once more, I'm sorry about that noise. You're wondering what noise? that noise. Anyways, that's the whole torso completed. And it's looking weird right now, but I promise you, once we shade it, everything will come together. Everything will be all right. So right in this middle point, we're actually gonna draw the neck and kind of just like the curves on the neck. I mean, the overlaps of cape on the neck. And over here, there are a lot of overlaps, and just kind of his Adam's apple is like squished in there. And we're just gonna draw his cape going like that. And I think we're just gonna actually draw a bit of the legs. And trust me, his legs, they go on for a while. So his body is fairly large, even though it doesn't look the biggest. His legs go on for quite a bit, so it's all fine. And again, I'm using another technique where I use the face of the thing to erase. This technique it doesn't work the best. Definitely is time saver. So now what am I gonna do? Okay, that's just getting annoying now. We're just gonna put a line right here, and then we're gonna put a line right there. So like shoulder pads, and in the middle of the shoulder pad, we're just gonna put these. I'm gonna try to speed this up, all right? Then over here, there's some blank area. Non-armored area. Blank isn't the right term. And then right here, there's some straps for the non-armored area. Maybe some wrinkles. Then we're gonna just draw a plate. Now we're just gonna draw what's inside this little plate. And the first feature is I drew the plate on the wrong side, but the plate should actually be over here. Don't make that mistake. If you do, just erase it and move it here. But I don't got that kind of time, so I just don't want to right now. But it would actually supposed to be looking like this. No. I wouldn't be Mustafa if I let it there now, would I? I'm actually gonna move this over here. And oh yeah, that looks so much better. And over here, we're gonna put this kind of line that I'm just gonna put right here. And then we're gonna draw these kind of lines that just go down. So then 1, 2, 2. All right. So like, I'm sorry, I moved the camera a lot. I moved the paper a lot there. Basically, this is what you want to draw. These things on the arms. And then we're gonna come to a quick finish here. We're just gonna quickly fill in the cape. And we're gonna finish all the detail parts in this drawing by just adding the fingers, or at least the knuckles. But basically, you get what I mean. And then we're gonna just shade that part in. Speaking of shading, that brings us to our next and final part, shading our drawing. Now I'm gonna do this really speedily. I want you guys to take your time with this. I don't want you to rush this at all. Take your time and perfect your drawing. But I am gonna rush it real quick. Just a little bit of detail there. A bit of detail over here. Kind of some there. a little bit over here, some on this, and just so that it doesn't like reflect. Because in real life right now, it is reflecting like so much, just so that it doesn't glimmer and shine. Here you go. That's that. Just so it doesn't glimmer and shine. Back to glimmering and shining. I'm just gonna quickly fill in the neck, some bits on the cape, and trust me, usually I do it a lot better and less quick and less horrible than this. This is just so bad how I'm doing this. Really, I'm telling you, take your time and perfect your drawings. I'm not taking my time, and so my drawing will not turn out that as good as yours. Remember, self-confidence is the most important part of drawing. If your drawing does not look good, that means you learned something. Think back and think, where did your drawing fail? And then tell yourself or teach yourself in your mind or use the internet or anything at all, and then find a way to help you figure out that problem and try again. So, and that completes our piece. This is Batman. Like, we'll quickly shade the hand. This is Batman from the Injustice video game. Injustice Gods Among Us. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, bye.